Jessie J. I'll never know why. Let's lock in. Big ass bracket. Texasized. Okay, I hear you. Oh shit, she's crying.
I never walked inside your shoes. I won't pretend what life was like for you. You always kept me close and safe. I wish I could have done the same for you. I wanna tell you everything. I love you and I mean it. But when you left, I lost my peace of mind. How could you say goodbye without saying goodbye? How did I stop and notice you were lost and hopeless, and we still ran out of time?
Survivor's guilt.
I know you must have had your reasons to leave us all behind. I'll never know why.
Jesus.
You knew me better than they did. You always took the worst of it alone. You sacrificed so much, I know, a heart of gold, but such a tortured soul. I wanna tell you everything. I love you and I mean it. But when you left, I lost my peace of mind. How could you say goodbye without saying goodbye? How did I stop and notice you were lost and hopeless, and we still ran out of time? I know you must have had your reasons to leave us all behind. I'll never know why.
That's how I know. Like, I'm assuming that it's suicide. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't know what I want to say with this. I relate so much to this in a different way, like from the other side. Like, it's songs like this. Y'all have donated songs like this before, but it's songs like this that confirm for me that shit is definitely all mental, because I hear songs like this and I just go, my selfish, slightly ignorant brain kicks in and it goes, I could never do this to someone. I could never leave this planet, leave my son, leave my friends, leave my family, and make them feel this way. I could never, it would make me guilty even thinking about it. Like, I could never do that to them. But then that's how I know that it's all mental, because that's not what's going through that person's mind. It has nothing to do with hurting the other person. It has everything to do with freeing themselves from their pain. It has nothing to do with you. And that's always this fucked weird debate that kicks in whenever people like commit like this, is everyone goes, how could you be so selfish? How could you be so mean? How could you be so shitty? Like, how could you leave your family? Like, how could you do that? How could you do that? How could you do that? You're coming at it with this conscious, logical, not emotional brain. Of course, you find it to be illogical to do that. That's not what people who are doing an illogical thing are thinking about. It's purely emotional, and it's pure pain that they just want to get rid of. And I just view shit like this though, and I just go, I know for a fact this is what people would say about me. They're just like, this dude was happy on his streams all the time and everything was great, and we never thought to check in with him, and we never thought to ask him about it. How could he go? I'll never know what was going through your mind. But then it's like, ironically, that same Q&A, that internal Q&A that makes me go, I could never do that to y'all. Like, I could never do that to people. It sucks, because all you want to do is just find reasons and put anger to it. It's like you want to be sad and angry at the same time when somebody you love does shit like this, or when somebody you love goes way too soon. And all you want to do is be sad and angry at the same time. And you don't know where to put that emotion. You don't know what to do with all of that sad and all of that mad. What the fuck do you do with it? Shout out Jessie J for saying, I'm going to put it in a song and just go, I'm so sorry that I didn't pay more attention. But it sucks because I bet whoever the song is about doesn't want her to feel this way. So it sucks all around. It's sad and tragic all around.
I'll never know why. How could you say goodbye without saying goodbye? How did I stop and notice you were lost and hopeless, and we still ran out of time? I just want you to know that you're still loved, like you're alive. I wish you knew why.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Sorry, Parker. Shout out to you. I love you, brother. Thank you for the raid, brother. I appreciate you. That's how you know. Shout out to you, Rebel. Appreciate you knowing. Appreciate you coming to terms with whatever you needed to come to terms with that kept you here, kept you in the stream, and kept you with your spouse. Like I love that for you. And that's what I was saying. That shit is just all mental. There's nothing. People kill me when they try to logic the illogical. When people try to put logic in something that's illogical, you're trying to go, well, why would they do that? Why would they leave someone behind? You're asking the wrong questions. Where are my iRobot fans at? This is a really interesting, funny comparison. I always think about iRobot when it comes to when people ask the wrong questions. There's this scene in iRobot where he's trying to understand like what's going on with the robots. Like he's trying to understand the like, I forget exactly, but there's a purpose with the androids where Will Smith's character is trying to understand, and he talks to this hologram of the creator. And y'all remember that scene where he's like asking him questions, and he's like, "You're not asking the right questions. You're not getting it. You're not looking at this properly. You're looking at this in the wrong way." And then he gets to the like the middle point or such of the scene, like after his character has gone through more shit and he's been educated and he's like picking up more pieces, and the guy goes, "Now you're asking the right questions," and he disappears and he starts to understand the robots more. I wish people would take more time to ask the right questions and to understand the right questions. Too many people lean so heavy into going, well, why would they do that? Rather than like more the internal struggle itself, more the mental health aspect rather than the consequence. So many people focus on the consequence of the action rather than how could we have prevented the action to begin with? What could we have done? What resources could we have drummed up? What could we have done better to prevent this from happening in the first place? But it's always, well, let's just talk down to the action rather than what could we have done to make that action preventable in the first place. And I just wish that people would just change their thinking and just try to just be a bit more, not empathetic, that's not even really the word, but I think just a bit more understanding that not everything is for you to understand. That's what I wish more people would understand. Not everything is for you to understand. It's for you to just realize, try to help, try to prevent, and be there. It's not for you to understand. I was watching a show the other day where she was like, I understand what you're saying. And she goes, you don't understand what I'm saying. And that's the problem. I want you to understand that you don't understand. And I've been thinking about that ever since she said that, because I went, that's powerful, that people don't take the time to accept. No, you don't understand. And it's okay that you don't understand, but it's not okay that you keep telling me you understand. No, you don't. I don't understand why someone would do that. Whoever that person was to her, I won't understand that. That is something I have to accept. Like, I can't be angry that I don't understand. And I love that she ended that song with going, I just want you to know, regardless that I'm sad, I'm hurt, I'm angry, you're still loved as if you were still here talking in front of me. That is an excellent way to end that song that leaves nothing to the imagination of as to how she felt about this person. And I really like that. Like, I love how I just love that. I love how she ended that. That is such a good way to end that song. I didn't need to understand. I just wanted you to know that even though it took me too long, I still love you. Got you. Doesn't fix, but it brings some semblance and some weird cosmic way of closure. It reminds you of the Ted Lasso scene where he talks about curiosity. I love, first of all, you don't know me, but if you come to these streams or you hear me ranting a bit more, everyone knows I love Ted Lasso. I love Ted Lasso so much. It is top 2 top two of not just mental health, but especially men's mental health. And I really loved that curiosity scene about being curious. Ted Lasso is one of my favorite characters ever created in a TV show or any medium. Spot on. Spot on. I just want to say spot on. There's so much I could say about that, but you're spot on, like with that curiosity scene. And not enough people are curious. Not enough people are inquisitive for the wrong reasons. They're more curious as to why they did it. When did they do it? How did they do it? But not how could we have prevented it? What was going on in that person's life? How can I step up more and be more supportive for my friends? How can I be more supportive for my family? That's why when shit like this happens, my first thought is, hey, if y'all need to talk to someone, I'm here. I ain't got nothing more to say. If you need to talk to someone, I'm here because I want you here. What can I do? How can I be? What can I be? Like, that's all I want to say. Like, that's all I want to do. You don't have to understand to be supportive. Absolutely. Too many people don't know that lesson, though. Too many people don't know that lesson. Everybody wants to be hyper pseudo therapist, but doesn't want to be just a good friend. Nobody wants to be a good ear. Nobody wants to be just a support system. They want to be the system, not a support system. I don't need you to be more than what you are. Be who you are. That's why we're friends. I just need you to be there. I don't need you to be more than that. And not enough people get that. Shout out. That's a crazy song. I want more context. I'm wondering who she's talking about, but that's a sad, clever way to do this song. That all these things you were going through, I'll never know why. And that sucks. And that's fair. And that's valid. But she's still here. She's still supporting and she still loves them. Shout out. Like, that's fire. That's cool.